I was supposed to make this video on the Twitter like 2 weeks ago, but I got lazy, plus I got my final school projects and things to do that made me forget about the fact that I went back to YouTube or something like that. I must start saying that I was looking at my old videos and animations, thinking about what to do with them, because there's like 20 animations and right now they're private on my YouTube account. I was planning on release them, make them public, so everyone can watch them, and maybe I did a description to explain what's happening there. You can't even understand a thing by how background they are, and you don't even know the characters that appear there. Who are they? That is what I'm going to explain in this video, and I was thinking that this will be like a short series of videos where I explain one of my OCs, what are they, who are they, their story, how I designed them, why did I create them, and what do they do, how they act on a story. Yeah. This series will start with Rose, the OC that I noticed that appears on most of the videos and drawings that I made. I first created her when I was around 10 years old, and I had already designed my main MC of the story, and I was like, well, if I had the hero of this sci-fi story, I need a villain, or an antagonist. The first time that I create like story or relation to the main OC, I thought about making the main OC was born with a twin, but the twin sister was dead, and the ghost of that baby will haunt the main OC all the life, telling her bad things, whispering into her ear, or searching revenge for her for some reason. Because back then I was really edgy, I was in my edgy phase at 10 years old, and I really thought, well, this is really cool. Because yeah, it's a bad ghost, it's a demon, it's haunting her and will... yeah, the typical story. At the time I thought it was really epic and was good, I had original ideas, but 2 years after that I saw it and say, well, this is... well, yeah. Then, with the time I changed it to be her mother. Now it wasn't her sister, it was her mother, because I said I wouldn't go edgier, but I went edgier. And I said, well, the main OC killed her mom when she was little, and now the ghost of her dead mother is crawling on her back. That's a representation of her sins as a little girl, and will tell her, but it's the same, it's just her mother now. Then yet again, I changed the main story, well, the whole story, and I said, Rose isn't going to be a ghost now. She's alive, she ain't dead, but she's following the main OC as a ghost, but she ain't dead. She's like, I'm bored, so I'm following you to see just what you're doing, because yeah, I don't have anything better to do. And well, it was like that, and I went into creating her a past where she had a best friend. They were besties, they were pretty different at some way, but they were besties, and besties fight, besties sad, besties angry at each other, no more besties. And well, they fought and they weren't friends anymore, they didn't want to see each other, so they separated, and they both were like these people that live longer than humans. So with time, Rose didn't know anything about her old friend, but felt sad because she actually missed her. She was alone, she wanted to have a friend, and she felt like the old friend she had, it was the only one she could trust in. But well, yeah. That's another story that I have to explain. Now I'm explaining only the basics of the character or her past. Now, we're going to talk about why she looks like that, because she surely looks funny, and that's part of the design I want to make actually. Since the first time I drew her, I already had an idea of how I wanted her to look like, but my drawings on paper didn't match my mental image. So with a lot of practice, I finally reached a look that I like for her, and I'm going to explain right now. So the color red is pretty easy because all villains or almost all antagonists have the main color or the focus color is red, and because the main MC of the story, the hero, you might say, the main color, the focus color is blue. So that's easy. Now for her face, I choose the triangle shape because, well, her eyes are like that, her nose, her mouth sometimes, and her entirely face shape is a triangle because I felt like I looked into something that say, well, villains usually are triangles because triangles are dangerous, and yeah, that's all. The main OC, the hero, also has like a triangle head. It ain't the same. And because she's like an old demon that has lived for a long time, I choose this kind of cloth for her, like these Victorian dresses and the kind of style that she looks like she came from a rich family or like royalty. And that's the basic things. She actually has like two forms because she has her human form and her demon form, where she is practically the same. She just has horns and is more powerful. But yeah, I haven't designed or taken too much choices in there because I'm focusing on other things right now. About her personality and traits, she is like the basic villain you'll see anywhere, where she is like this serious looking, but she is also very dramatic and has this weird sense of humor. She likes art, like making clay figures, playing instruments, and painting. She ain't good at it, but she likes it, so that's what matters. Personality, all I have to say is like she likes to be edgy, or she likes to say that she's bad, but well, she actually is pretty bad. She has done many things and has a lot of war crimes on her name, but in personality, well, you talk to her like she was your neighbor. She's dumb. She doesn't know how to read. She doesn't know how to count, and all she cares about is looking thoughts, and anyone will do a bad thing to her. And well, she likes to use jewels in her dresses, using hats, pretty shoes, pretty dresses. But she ain't doing it for other people. She's doing to look pretty for herself. That's all. She doesn't care about anyone else. She only cares about herself. Very narcissistic. And I think that's all I can say about her. I don't want to enter in details because this video will take too long, and I wouldn't like that because, well, I need second parts, right? I don't want long videos. And I have to talk about another OCs. This is a good start because she's like a main pillar of all the story. So with that said, I'm going to thank anyone that has arrived to this part of the video, and because, well, the Speedpaint is over now, you're going to see the comparison of the start, the sketch, the inspo captures, and yeah, those things. I know this video is all over the place, it doesn't make a lot of sense, but well, it's my first Speedpaint with my voice on the background, so it's weird for me, it's new, so yeah. I'm gonna thank everyone for watching, yeah, bye.